everyone. Welcome to Speak Up, Step In. I'm your host, Amanda Fernandez, and today we're talking about something super important. But don't worry, it's not boring, I promise. We're diving into something called civic engagement. Yeah, it sounds kind of fancy, but it basically means getting involved in your community and helping make the world a better place. Whether you're a kid, a teen, or an adult, we all have a voice, and we can use it to make a difference. So let's get into what civic engagement is, why it matters, and how it actually helps history. You ready? Let's go. Okay, first things first, what even is civic engagement, you may ask? Civic engagement is when people care about their communities or what's going on in the world and actually do something about it. That could mean voting when you're old enough, volunteering, joining a protest, going to school board meetings, or even just talking about important stuff with your friends or family. It's all about showing up, speaking up, and trying to make things better for everyone. And yeah, I know what you're thinking, but what if I'm just a kid? What can I do? Actually, a lot. You can care, you can learn, you can talk about the issues you care about. That's already civic engagement. You're never too young to make a difference. Civic engagement is super important because it helps make sure everyone's voice is heard, not just people with power or money. When people get involved, we get better decisions, stronger communities, and a government that actually listens. It's also pretty awesome because it helps you feel empowered. Like you're not just watching the world happen, you're actually a part of it. And in a democracy like ours, that's how it's supposed to work. We, the people, are in charge, but only if we show up and get involved. Now, let's talk about the different ways people can engage civically. And trust me, it's not all just about voting. Here are some examples: voting in elections when you turn 18, volunteering at events or charities, attending public meetings, writing letters or emails to government leaders, signing or starting petitions, joining peaceful protests, talking about issues in a class or at home, starting a debate team at your school that brings up these issues. Even learning about what's going on around you counts, because the more we know, the more we can do. All right, now, let's talk about civic engagement and how it made a huge difference in history. A long time ago, like more than 100 years ago, women in the U.S. weren't allowed to vote. Only men could, which meant women had no say in laws or leaders, even though they worked hard and paid taxes just like everyone else. But here's where civic engagement comes in. Women didn't stay quiet. They got involved big time. They gave speeches, wrote newspapers, organized rallies and marches, and even tried to vote illegally just to prove a point. Leaders like Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton were some of the first people to fight for women's rights. Later, women protests outside the White House, got arrested, and some even went on hunger strikes to make people pay attention. So, what actually came out of all this? After years of civic action, the U.S. government passed the 19th Amendment to the Constitution in 1920. That legislation outcome, which means it became an official law, and it gave women the legal right to vote in every state. That was a huge deal, and the impact, it was massive. Women finally had a say in the government. They could vote for laws, leaders, and policies that affected their lives. It also inspired future movements like the fight for equal pay, women in politics, and right for other groups who were left out before. The women's suffrage movement proved what civic engagement isn't just about one vote or one protest. It's about creating, changing the last for generations. So, what does all this mean for you? It means your voice matters. You don't have to wait until you're a grown-up to care about your community or the world. You can start right now. Civic engagement isn't about being perfect. It's just about trying, about caring, about doing something even if it's small. So here's my challenge for you. What's one thing you can do this week to get more involved? Maybe it's learning about an issue, helping with community projects, or even just sharing this podcast with a friend. Because when we all take small steps, That's when big change starts to happen. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on Speak Up, Step In. I'm your host, Amanda Fernandez. And if you like this episode, share it with your class, your teacher, some friends, or family. And remember, stay kind, stay curious, and keep using your voice for good. See you next time.